You know things are getting bad in the United States of America when even Marjorie Taylor Greene is out there warning that Donald Trump could likely end up canceling the midterm elections. Now, as everybody is well aware, obviously Marjorie Taylor Greene has not been on the Trump bandwagon for, a couple months now. But before that, she was definitely his biggest supporter, and she still wants to be the heir to the MAGA base. But this past weekend, of course, after the United States attacked Iran, conservative podcaster Shannon Joy posted this on social media. Trump doesn't seem to care about the midterms. Who wants to bet he'll declare a national emergency because of Iran or some other manufactured crisis and try to cancel the elections in November? So that's a conservative podcaster right there saying, like, this guy's probably going to cancel the midterms, and that's not good. And then Greene chimes in and says this. Yeah, I could see it. Insane. Now, the weirdest part of this story is that both of these conservative folks are correct. I know. It's rare enough to have one conservative say something that's true and accurate, but to have two in the same conversation, that's just mind-blowing. Somebody please go check and see if hell is frozen over. But they are right. And we continue to inch closer and closer to one of these manufactured crises that Trump may use to try to cancel the elections. Canceling the elections would, however, legally speaking, require an act of Congress. As I have repeatedly said, the states are the ones who get to determine the manner in which their elections are held. Congress at the federal level, however, is the one who sets the date. So any change to that date, as prescribed by the United States Constitution, must come from Congress itself. Trump does not have the authority to do that, even though he has, teased it many, many times. But if you think, okay, well, Congress would have to do it, so we're okay, right? Who controls Congress? It's the same party that's likely not going to be controlling Congress after the midterms. They know they're going to lose control, so they would likely want to postpone that as long as humanly possible. And I do believe that if we had even a 20-point or 20-person gap between the Republicans and Democrats, they probably would have already done it in Congress. But because Mike Johnson has a razor-thin majority, and at least as of this moment, if he were to lose 2 Republican votes, the Democrats, would prevail. So are we in danger of actually really, feasibly having the midterms canceled? At this particular moment, I would say no. 3 months down the road, once some of those Republican seats get refilled and Johnson gets his, 3-person cushion back, I don't know. I genuinely really do not know. But even without an act of Congress, would Trump still try it? Hell yeah, he would. Would the courts be able to stop him? Legally, yes, they absolutely could, would, and should. Well, I should say could and should, but would they? I don't know. These are uncharted waters. And, we actually discussed this in one of the live streams last week. Nobody knows. Nobody knows what will happen, whether Trump will try to cancel or not try to cancel. But most importantly, if he does try to cancel, everybody could sit here and speculate about what could or couldn't happen. But the truth is, nobody knows. No matter how smart you are, no matter how dumb you are, nobody knows what a situation like that would look like in the modern United States. We don't know if the courts would hold up. We don't know if Congress would. We don't know. So I know a lot of people have a lot of questions about the potential of that. And I have seen a lot of, political folks talking about, oh, well, this would have. Nobody knows. Okay? They can speculate, sure, and there's nothing wrong with that. But if anyone tells you definitively, if Trump tries to do that, here's what will happen, please understand, they don't know either. They're guessing. And it's a terrifying situation to be in. For everyone to not know whether or not we're going to have elections, whether or not he could cancel, it's horrifying. And unfortunately, that's the reality that Trump has created for all of us. Thanks for watching, and if you are not already subscribed to the channel, please do so, and do not forget to like and comment and share widely among your friends.